Hello, my beautiful people, and welcome to the second lesson today. I am so excited to be taking you on this journey of confidence. And today we will start by discussing the previous exercise that I gave you yesterday. Give me more. Let me be like I'm a new black. Cutting in your heart. Why be a kid when you can be blind? First of all, let's acknowledge how freaking cold it is in Seoul, in Korea. But this makeup that I have, you're seeing this on the promo for the store. So I'm super excited. I just did the promotion to this course. So cold, so cold, so cold. Anyway, let's start today with some reflection and self-reflection to the exercise that I gave you yesterday. The one about the letter. So many of you have asked me the same question. Is there such a thing as too high of a confidence? Can the confidence or self-confidence be too high? No, there is no such thing. The only way where the self-confidence is preventing you or is becoming toxic and negative is if it stops you on the journey to betterment and self-betterment. Whenever you decide that, okay, that is it, I am 10 out of 10, there is nothing else that I need to achieve in life, that will only bring you down. And that kind of toxic confidence, toxic, unbased on anything, or usually it is actually a psychological game, a psychological trick of our psyche, of our mind, in order to stop growing, in order to stop getting out of the comfort zone and just keep being. Then the mind can say, you know what, I am 10 out of 10. There's absolutely nowhere else to go. To feel like you are 10 out of 10 is completely normal. It's completely healthy. And this is what we also strive to be and strive to do. In this lesson today, we're going to talk about what healthy self-confidence is, what it's based on, where does it come from, and how to get it, what is healthy and what is not healthy, basically. The confidence, again, the other trait of a toxic confidence would be if it's not based on anything. So one of them, as I've mentioned, is when you feel 10 out of 10 and that kind of gives you an excuse to stop growing, an excuse to not be getting out of your comfort zone no more. And the other one is when your self-confidence has absolutely no value in the external world. When you feel like you're 10 out of 10, what happens quite often with obesity, it's one of their protective psychological mechanisms when they pretend like they feel 10 out of 10, whereas in reality, the mind knows that they don't. The mind knows that that confidence, that fake confidence is actually not based on anything. That fake sexuality is actually not based on anything. What self-value actually is, it's an individual's self-understanding or view of self, of its importance, of your personality and your actions and your doings amongst other people. It's the value and the evaluation of your skills, of your traits, of your highs and of your lows. That is what self-value is. A healthy self-value, a healthy value means an ability to listen to yourself, hear yourself, understand your feelings, and the ability to showcase and manifest them in the relationship with others. It's the ability to act and to take action based on your states and your feelings. A lot of people think that self-value comes from your achievements. It does not, because quite often, and that is the biggest narcissistic problem, biggest narcissistic issue, is when we base our self-value just on our achievements. And what it gets you to is the narcissistic roller coaster, when we can only have self-value when we achieve something. And that what ends up happening, any desire, any authenticity, any real passion for life goes away and steps back. And the first thing that comes is doing out of need, right? Not out of want, but doing out of need. Because I need to do something. I need to achieve something in order to get that self
self-value. And then the result doesn't even matter at the end, because we put ourselves through so much pressure, we put ourselves through so much devaluation, that when we actually achieve the result that maybe back in the beginning of us starting to do it had any kind of value, but at the end it did not, right? The result doesn't even matter anymore. When we actually enjoy the process, when we actually do it from the full libido energy, from the creative energy, from the energy of I want to feel how it would feel to get where I want to get, and I want to enjoy every step of this way, that comes with self-value, with a healthy self-value, because in that process we actually put ourselves as the priority, not the result, but ourselves. As I've mentioned, coming from the childhood, one of the main things that creates your self-value is when our parents translate to us that our feelings are important, our feelings are valuable. If you notice why the peekaboo game, right, the one like peekaboo, it's in every single nation, and why it's such an important step of a child's development, because in this simple, silly game, a kid learns that he is seen, that he is important, and that he's valued. Because you close your eyes, you open them, you see somebody, and the kid feels how it feels like to be seen, to feel important, to feel like he has a place in this world. When we grow up, this fundamental understanding that I am valued, I am important, I have a space in this world, my feelings are important, my feelings are valuable, and I can deal with that. It's not about falling into savior, right? On the drama triangle of Cartman, it's not about falling into I need somebody to see that, I need somebody to value my feelings. There was an experiment done that the most confident people, whenever psychological tests were given to a big number of people, a huge number of people, and the ones who got the results of the most confident with the highest self-value, there was one thing in common, is that every single one of them heard when they were growing up from their parents that I am happy to see you. You can achieve anything. You are seen. You are valued. For those who do not have it and who cannot have it, I am going to advise. This is not a part of the exercise for today, but I really want you to try to see that, especially if you understand from hearing this that you did not get that support growing up, that you did not get that evaluation from your parents, that your parents did not translate to you the message, you are seen, you are valued, you deserve and have a place in this world. It's very simple. So all you have to do is say these things to yourself from the perspective of your parents, and then from the perspective of yourself to you, of a part of yourself that you took from your parent. Because at a certain point growing up, we have to become the parent to ourselves, the internal parent to our internal kid. 3 sentences that you can translate and you can repeat to yourself every day. I love you. You can do it. I am happy that you exist. I am happy that you're here. Okay? So repeat them every day, write them down, save them on the note. One of my favorite things whenever I need to really incorporate and build something into my life, I use it as a screensaver on my phone. And that way, subconsciously, we're always putting the attention to a specific thing. Whether you're aware of it or not, whenever you turn your phone on, it has those sentences. I'm also going to be adding them down below. Now, I have a lot of things to say still. Coming back to our test, the normal, healthy self-value and confidence level would be if you put yourself on the steps between 7 and 9. Anything lower than 3, it's not happy. Understanding that your self-value does not come from your achievements and vice versa is a very important step to heal, because as I've already mentioned, that one of the most important things that you can do is finding yourself somebody in life that will become your support system. For me, it's usually usually in relationship, I have a strong support system. Recently, for the past year, I was able to not only have my romantic relationship as my support system, but also add my parental system and friendship system into this foundation, these pillars of support. And when you surround, the more people you have and find in life that will give you the same words that you didn't hear from your parents, you can do it. I am happy that you exist. I love you. The more your self-value will grow. Find a person in your life, create a family system, create a system, whoever it is. It can be somebody you grew up with. It can be somebody from your school that at a certain point, whenever you feel down, you can recharge from that. It's very important to surround yourself and create a foundation around your life, consciously create a foundation in your life that you know you can use as the support system, as a support mechanism in these times for self-value. The healthy self-value starts from 5 to 8. 10, as I've mentioned, can also be healthy if it is based on some real results, or it can come from a full satisfaction with all aspects of your life, okay? The internal satisfaction, not the one that is fake, but the full satisfaction when you know you're happy at this place, at this time, not stopping from moving forward and achieving more right here and right now. You're completely satisfied with what's going on in your life. Healthy self-value comes from the ability, the authenticity, I even looked up this word here today, the boldness of showing your feelings. Because as we talk today, my feelings matter, my feelings are valued, is the foundation of a healthy self-value, of a healthy confidence, and of healing the narcissistic trauma, right? When we don't depend on the external world and surrounding in order to have that self-confidence, that high self-value. It's people who are not quiet, who allow themselves feel anger, sadness, happiness, joy, jealousy, pity, whatever it is. When you know that your feelings are valued, believe me, people will read you off as a person with high self-value. About the habit that I mentioned yesterday, here you can see already how dependent you are on others, because some of the people, when I give this exercise, they write me and they text me, they say, I already do this, but people don't see that. Don't forget, the habit of leaving your space better than when you came there is not for others. Do not wait for somebody to come and pat you on the shoulder. Do not wait for that projection of your mother or your father to tell you that you're good in order to base your confidence on that. You have to actually do it from the standpoint, me. I am valued, I value myself, and I want to be in the place that is only going to be better and better. I do it for me. And this piggy bank of self-value, you can continue adding to it in order to grow it. Not waiting for somebody to, as I said, give you treats and give you the you're so good commentaries. And at the end, if you keep doing this piggy bank of I'm leaving the world better than when I got there, your self-value can grow higher than freaking Elon Musk. This is for my own value in my own eyes, not anybody else. People with high self-value, people with healthy confidence, they naturally gravitate towards making the world better. And if you can observe any millionaires, any people that inspire you, that you know, okay, that person just smells like confidence, you will see that in their strives for making the world better, just like Elon Musk, they don't go and do it for anybody else. They do it for themselves. He creates Teslas and wants to fly to space and create, different electricity, whatever he's doing. I don't really follow Elon Musk that much of exactly what companies he owns, but you can see that person, he doesn't do it for humanity. He does it for himself. And that is what I want you to start doing, is to start seeing that living this life is not for absolutely anybody else to tell you how good you are. It's just for you. So the thing that I want you to give you today is the ability to share your feelings, the ability to openly share your feelings, your emotions with others. When we recognize them and we can easily translate them into the world just because they are valued, just because we value our feelings, and we don't have to shut ourselves down. We don't have to pretend that somebody else matters more than us. That is a key to high self-esteem. Try to really recognize and indicate what you're feeling, what you're going through, what your emotions are, and clearly transmute them into the external world. When you're sad, you say, I'm sad. You're angry, you say, I'm angry. When you're happy, you clearly go and transmute it into the external world. This is the boldness of being you. This is a healthy confidence level. This is healing narcissistic trauma, because we don't prioritize the other person and the other person's opinion over us. 2 exercises that I want to give you today. Number 1 is I want you to write down 5 things that you don't do because of your current self-value. I don't do this because my current self-value is like 5 or 6. What do you not do hiding behind that number of your self-value? I want you to write down and to think about 5 things that you legalize not doing because of your current state of self-value. And then 10 things of what bad things can happen when your self-value will grow to 10. What 10 things, negative 10 things can happen if your self-value goes up to 10. Write it down. We will talk about it in the next lesson. And plus, don't forget that we're doing the dancing challenge. So I'm adding another track down below underneath this video for you to start your morning with. My name is Elizaveta S. Don't forget to share this lesson. I am with you on this journey to heal your narcissistic low self-esteem and get your self-value to the skies, because you deserve it. I see you, I love you, and your feelings are heard and valued.